Hey, beautiful people. I'm a little hoarse. It is now 12 o'clock in the morning, and I did a thing on this Valentine's Day. And if this does not apply to you, then don't try to steal my joy. Okay? Vlog this year. Actually, I ain't did a car vlog in about 6 months. It's been a lot going on. I ain't gonna say 6 months, probably about 4 months. It's been a lot going on in my life. Like I've been fighting a battle from within. I did a thing today on this Valentine's Day. I actually did it Friday, but I picked it up today. You guys, I have been married for 22 years. I have been with my husband for 26 or 27. I think it's 27 years. I've been knowing my husband over 30 years. We've been friends for 30 years. And I love my husband. I would never take anything away from my husband. But I see a lot of people talking about marriage and talking about motherhood and companionship and rather like that we'll be alone and so on and so on. So I am going to say this before I say anything else. This has nothing to do with my husband. I am not speaking bad on my husband. My husband is, at one point in time, I thought my husband was a unicorn. I used to think he didn't do any wrong. He did everything he was supposed to do. Well, did everything he's supposed to do. He still does everything he's supposed to do. So this post is not about him. This is about me and me alone. Okay? Today, I bought a car. And I picked it up on Valentine's Day. And I know a lot of people would say stuff like, okay, bitches buy cars every day. That's true. I have had 5 new cars. I ain't gonna say new cars, but I have had 5 cars, but I have never paid for any of them. My husband has always provided a car for me. My husband has always provided a home for me. My husband has always provided. I loved it. To be honest, I am the only one in my family who has had the privilege of having in my immediate family, I guess, because that's what I've only been around, who have had the privilege of a man that actually does what he's supposed to do as a husband. I put 100%. I try my best to be at least 90. I'm not gonna say 100% because I worked. I also have my own business, so I'm not gonna say 100% because you can't. If you're a mother and you want to give, you don't get both. If you're gonna give 100% to your children and to your home as a housewife, if you're work, you're not gonna give 100% at your job. It's not. It doesn't work that way. So if you're a mom and a wife, and you're trying to give 100% to your job and your career and your family, your cup would run it out. You will run out. You will be running on fumes. If you're running on fumes, you can literally have a nervous breakdown. It doesn't work that way in my experience. You cannot give 100% to your job. You can't have both. You cannot give 100% to your job and think you're going to be able to give 100% to your family. It doesn't work that way. But anyway, I'm pretty much, I bought a car. I bought a car in my name with my money by myself. I will be 44 on March 16th. And it might be I have 3 adult children, and all 3 adult children bought their car at 20 in their name. I have never. I know a lot of people like that's weird, but if you are a mother, especially like an at-home mom, that is a big, big accomplishment. I have been struggling. I remember when I decided to say yes and marry. As a kid, I never aspired. I never dreamed that I wanted to be married. I didn't even care for marriage because marriage was toxic. Toxic men who did not have jobs, who had babies on their wives, and threw temper tantrum and got violent when they could not get their way or get over on women. So I never aspired to marry, and I never wanted children. I never wanted children. I will honestly say when I got pregnant, I was no. Not only that, I have never had any, like all of my pregnancies was hard, and I do not remember having any beautiful moments anytime I was pregnant, but I stayed the course. I was miserable all of my pregnancies, but with my daughter, I was detached my whole pregnancy. If it weren't for my husband, I was just, if it weren't from him, I loved him. He was my friend. We had a plan, and we was gonna escape poverty together, right? But when I had my daughter, I looked at her and it was a shift. It was a shift. It was like everything that I thought I wanted, I didn't care. I didn't care. It was just, I looked at her and I was like, I'm gonna do right by her. And the one thing I have did in life would be, I pat myself on the back. I was a phenomenal mom. I still am. Me and my children are very, very, very close. Our whole family is very close. But me and my children, because my husband was in the military and he was always gone, especially the first 10 years of my kids' lives, I was pretty much a single mom in another country. I will honestly say me and my kids are tight, and I am a phenomenal mom. I pat myself on the back. So I bought a car in my name with my money. I cried. I cried. I have me a 2005 Volkswagen Jetta. I bought a freaking car, and I am so excited about it. This is really big for me. I have 3 children. Oh, ladies, I'm gonna just tell you guys this. If you find the perfect man to marry and you're in love, do it. There's nothing wrong with marriage. But I will say this, even in a happy marriage, there will be dark times, and there will be times where you think about the dreams that you had before marriage. And you're gonna wonder if you may have the life that you think you're supposed to have or you want, and you would get to the end and sometimes you would feel like you got scammed. I poured all of me into my children and my husband and my family. I poured my cup. Everything I had in me, I put into my family until there was nothing else to pour. And I got to an age where my children had graduated, and I hit 40, my kids graduated, and they moved on and they're living their lives, and I am stuck because I didn't know who I am. I still don't. And it's hard. It is hard putting and being everything for everyone, because in your heart, you're trying to be perfect. You're trying to not cause any trauma. I put everything I had into my family, and now I'm 40, and I kind of feel like I got scammed. And the only reason why, because I never took time to just for me. I sacrificed me so and to be honest, I didn't have to. I could have said no. I could have said, babe, no, you do this. On those days where I just didn't have any strength to give when it was to cook, when I left the salon, I could have said, no, you cook. I could have learned to say no. And I could have been selfish a time or two. I'm just telling you guys, it is okay. Mommies at home moms, working moms, wives, it is okay to say no to your family. It is okay to have a selfish day. It is okay to say, no, I'm not cooking. It is okay to say, no, I'm not going to the Teacher Parents Conference. You are going to the Teachers Parent Conference. It is okay to not be perfect. It is okay to put you first. If you don't, you will get to a point in your life where you're not happy, you're not sad, you're just content and full of a bunch of what is. Yeah. So I bought a car. It is in my name. It is mine. And that is a mom, especially a housewife who has hit where I am. She gets it. She gets it. About a couple of years ago, they had all graduated. He said, I thought we was rich until we actually got around rich people. I said, how the fuck you thought you were rich? We were rich. He's like, I don't know, I just thought we were rich. He was like, I've been to grandma's house, So like when we went to grandma's house, like I thought we was rich because I come from poverty. And I was like, no, we just regular. Hey, we barely in the suburbs. We regular people, regular families. If your daddy missed a couple of paychecks, we might be outdoors, okay? But that did it for me. That told me I did something. I did it right. We just laughed about it and continued to play game night. Yeah, guys. I bought a car. I am so I bought a freaking car at 44. I bought a car. This is really big for me. This is really big for me. I don't know what else to say other